Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Mayhem's Amigos. I am TJ. That's Adam. There's Rage. Chris has been incognito for the last few days. I don't know what's going on. And we're expecting Irene any minute. And happy birthday, I think, Rage.
Yeah, it's been a great day.
So, I mean, you've managed to survive this big moving globe making another trip around the sun.
Yeah. Last night was a fucking blast.
All right, so you had your match last night. What happened?
Well, he won 2-1, but just because he won the match didn't mean I didn't win.
Okay.
He got on the microphone, put me over last night, and the crowd stood up and applauded.
Well, there you go. I mean, you know.
And this was just from the saw going upside my head.
Saw?
Yeah. He took a old school long saw and went like that and tipped me all through here.
It's not what I would do for a birthday party, but it's your party, Rage.
I mean, yeah, not my idea of fun, but
gusset plate.
Jesus. I mean, my idea of fun is more naked.
Oh, don't worry. After I got home last night and got the shower, the wife ended up reaping the rewards of me getting violent last night.
But you know what I'm saying is it's like naked. I
was butt-ass naked when I was done with my shower, and my wife knew all about that.
Was there a lot of screaming involved while you were taking a shower?
Honestly, no.
Did you shower in salt water?
No, last night was very euphoric for me, very soul cleansing for me. Because, TJ, you've known me, what, the uppers of almost 20 years?
A little over now.
Yeah. You know I did a lot of bad shit when I was younger. I cleansed my soul a lot last night.
I mean, the good thing is I didn't do a whole lot of bad shit when I was younger.
You're a goddamn liar. Don't even fucking play.
What?
You were the epitome of sleaze back in 2004.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Innocent. Bullshit. I remember something.
Take your halo off of that horn.
His halo is broken and made into horns.
I have no idea of these things that of which you discuss.
Really? I am a beaten up 45-year-old man right now. You think I got a reason to lie about this shit? Fuck no.
Well, it would make you feel better.
One of TJ's favorite lines from the bar days.
What?
I know how to get to your heart. I just got to start at your vagina.
That actually sounds like a decent line, but it doesn't sound like something I would have said.
You said it quite a few times.
And I don't think that would be something that would work.
Oh, it worked. It worked because, trust me, the bar chicks came home with you that night.
Adam, does that sound like something that would work?
After some social lubrication, yeah.
Social lubrication. That's a new one. Hi, Irene.
Hi.
It's Queen Irene.
Hey, what's up, boys?
Irene, who's been sober for over 2 months, going on 3. Or no, are we over 3 now? We're over 3 now.
It's 100 and is it 105 days or something?
There you go.
It's like 3 days.
Is he drinking a beer?
Well, no, that's one of his
Oh, energy drinks?
Java coffee thingies.
The Monster.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
monster.
Monster coffee.
Yeah.
Steve's already like, I'll have to try that line. Now, you got any other ones that you want to share while you're in a sharing mood? Maybe Steve could get some pickup lines.
Hi, my name's TJ Miner. You're a cop. Let's go fuck.
I'm taking an awful shine to those pink handcuffs, officer.
So this is how we pick up women now? Is hi, my name
I
is
guess
Minor. Let's fuck.
That was one of his 2004 classics.
Wait a minute. Hang on a second. That was a classic back in the 90s. I used that. I will admit, I used that in the 90s, especially at the bars. And because if you walk into the bar and you're drinking and you're talking to a single girl, they're out and they're drinking, everybody's obviously there for the same thing. So why play the beat around the bush game? Yes, I would sit there and go, hi, I'm TJ. You've got a nice top. Want to fuck?
He didn't want to beat
I
around.
guess that gets down to business.
Beat around the bush.
I mean, he wasn't one beat around the bush. No, not at all.
Or, hi, I'm TJ. I'd like to beat around the bush, but I'd rather do it with my tongue and yours. Want to fuck? And believe it or not, now how often did I get slapped right out of the gate for it?
Every single fucking time.
Thank you. Every fucking time.
Was it
But you were persistent.
No, I'd stand back. I'm like, okay. Guess
Hold on. There's the other line. Like, hey, can I eat my way to your heart?
I don't remember that one.
You lie like a virgin rugged.
But I mean, the wanna fuck line had a trick. You had to get hit, but then you stayed back and you waited, and then usually within about an hour to an hour and a half after you got hit, she'd come walking up and she'd go, all right, let's go.
Now this motherfucker's talking about waiting out the long game. Get the fuck out of here.
You did.
Okay, you might wait the long game like one or two times, but then you became a persistent little whore.
Look, the only person I know that could pop that line off, and it wouldn't be a face slap, it would be going out to the Marvin Mobile, was Marvin.
Botog had the same effect.
Yeah, Jimmy could do it too. I mean, but literally, when you're at all right, Irene, let's say you were single.
Let's say that.
Okay, you're at the bar.
I'm at a bar.
Somebody walks up to you, and you're looking for some strange, which is why you're at the bar. And they walk up to you and they go, "Hey, want to fuck?" What is your initial reaction? What are you gonna do?
I don't know. What kind of STDs you got, bro?
Initial.
Can you show me your last
she goes for the throat right there.
The other side of that, though, is then you'd have somebody like me that had a clean bill of health, usually in my hip pocket, and I'm like, none. Want to see?
I'm like, okay, let's talk.
Yeah, right? And there you go. Yeah, talk.
A little bit less verbalization, please.
Mm-hmm. Not as much talking as moaning and grunting and sweating, but hey, we're going to get something going here. So, and believe it or not, it was a good friend of mine in the service that showed me how to use that line. His name is Paul Svadlenka.
God damn it. Now we're going to hear about Paulie.
And we were sitting at a bar. We were sitting at the NCO club at Ramstein Air Force Base, and he did that. He did that the first time, and this girl just hauled off and pow, left cross right to his broke his nose
At the NCO club?
at the NCO club. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that worked out real well. And he goes, wait for it.
She's
And it was
looking to
about
get taken
20
away by the MPs.
We were MPs, so we were good.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I forgot.
So it was about 20 minutes. She comes walking back and she goes, all right, let's go. And he looks at me
All
and
right,
grins. He
you
goes,
I know, you better make this worth it.
he looks at me and he
Right.
grins and he goes, every time. Oh, dude, she was Beyonce hot.
Mm.
So I'm like, you, and I looked at, yeah, I talked to him the next day. We were having coffee out on the balcony, and I looked at him. I'm like, you are one of the single ugliest people I've ever met in my life. And you walked out with her.
Yeah, she just had to drink him pretty.
And he goes,
Damn.
I just called what we had to do. So,
That's
no,
crazy.
and I started using it then.
And how many broken noses did you get out of it?
None.
You see, it sounds to me like when Paulie got his nose broke, maybe that made him look better.
That might have been. I mean, it did adjust it a little bit.
Just saying.
That she felt like such a bitch that she knew she fucked up.
Steve's
Sympathy
Steve,
side.
here's the sad side is we're talking about these pickup lines, and now Steve's sitting at home taking notes.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll have to try that
I'm
one.
sorry. I don't believe Steve could use a pickup line to save his life.
Well, I mean, what are some of the pickup lines you guys have used? I mean, obviously, Irene did not have to use any pickup lines ever.
Nah.
I've never really had to use a pickup line. Really.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I don't go to bars or anything like that. Yeah, most of the girls that I've been with, including Julie, I knew from like high school and college.
You never picked up one like at a wrestling show?
No.
Why you gotta throw a wrestling show out there? You son of a bitch?
Because you were bad about the ring rat.
That involves me going to a wrestling show. And
Back in the day, yes, I was really bad about the Rizats. I was really bad about them. But then I learned my lesson and I settled down.
See, Rage was the one that walked in and he's like, I'm in the show. Want to fuck later?
No, you dumbass. You're so full of shit. Because you know, huh?
You
I
did
said-
use
No,
Go
I was
ahead,
trying to do what Irene was saying.
An Eminem D12 moment.
No.
Know the name of my band.
Yeah, I know what song you're speaking of.
Yeah. Only in the, you know.
No, his was more like my balls.
What?
You don't remember that
Dude,
song?
I know I took a lot of fucking violent shots to the head last night, but I don't ever remember saying that.
How you wanted him to play with your balls?
TJ, you were the one who was standing out ringside, fucking watching the show, talking to a wrestler's valet, saying, well, hey, maybe I could show you my balls later.
Hey, maybe you can bring Ling my dangling.
If I remember right, I did later too.
You played
Whose
with his
dangling
English?
did you ring? Come on, DJ.
I mean, you know, I was a lot better looking back then and had a little bit more confidence, and I definitely had a different build because I was always, you know, military. I had to stay up on my workouts for the military and everything else. And it was a different time where just like almost golden anytime I decided I wanted to get some.
Right.
Now I spend more time, you know, getting
Yeah.
shot down than a friggin' target at the target range.
You're at a desk all the time teaching, TJ. You've grown soft.
Oh,
Wow, that could be it.
grown soft.
That could be it. It could be Sarah too, to be honest.
Eesh.
Huh?
Eesh.
Not my ex-wife, Sarah.
That's enough to make anyone want to fucking do drugs.
Which one was that?
This is the one that's down in Kentucky, and
So she's in Meth Central. Go fucking figure.
hang on, you know her.
Uh-oh.
Who knows her?
Rage, you know her.
How well does Rage know her?
Rage hit on her.
I must have been on drugs.
No, it
Maybe-
was
Are you
when
sure?
Maybe Rage
Because
was-
back in the day, back when I first started the wrestling business, you know for a fact I was fucked up.
I'm well aware, but no, this was not back then. This was when you and I rebooted Mayhem and started the
Oh, that
old
dumb
show.
bitch? Oh, that
Started-
dumb bitch?
Hang on, would you before you go insulting somebody? Let me finish. She was the one that was married to the guy I was working with in training at Schneider. And Billy
Oh,
was
that
on
dumb-
Billy was on the show, and the only reason you're calling her dumb is because she shot you down quicker than
No, I was the dumb one for hitting on her because I was fucked up.
you know, you just can't let me have something, can you? Can't let me
Hell
have
no. Not when you like to twist my shit in the wind and fucking try to lay me out there to dry, you motherfucker.
Can't let me have it.
I think it's wonderful.
But no,
What
she's
do you
actually
think
a
is wonderful?
sweetheart. She's actually a sweetheart.
Seems happy.
Yet Rage is happy anytime he can shoot down anybody I'm dating.
Only when he tried to get them first.
Wait a minute. Are you dating my ex, the dog lady, now? Because I heard a dog in the background.
No, you know I'm married.
Did you date a dog food lady?
No, I did not date dog food lady.
Okay.
No, he didn't date her. Now, what they did behind closed
I didn't
doors,
do anything with dog food lady.
Oh, okay, Rage. So there wasn't dating. However,
what they
There was
did
no-
is what they did.
what they did in
There
the
was
dog
no
house,
carnal
they did in the
knowledge
dog
either.
house.
I mean, no. Why do you think there's so many fucking bags of kibbles and bits around his house?
There was no carnal knowledge of dog food lady.
Okay, that's why the shot collar was hanging on your wall.
That was for the bartender.
Mm-hmm. So dog food lady was a bartender, everybody.
No, God damn.
The one who worked him from across the bar.
There was a bartender that I ended up bringing home. That things got slightly, shall we say, energetic.
Zap, zap, motherfucker.
And because of the energy in the room,
Mm-hmm.
it forced a nail out of the wall and caused an antelope to hit somebody in the head.
Maybe we need to ask Cheney how his skull feels.
I don't think it's recovered.
Oh, that dumb son of a bitch. Hell no, it ain't recovered. Speaking of recovery, fuck.
I'm pretty sure recovery and fuck had nothing to do with each other.
Yeah, I don't think there was any fucking involved
Well,
with what happened to you
well,
last night.
Hold on. Renee's going through recovery. So Irene, is fuck involved in that?
It can be.
Okay, there we go. I was wrong.
Okay, so
You know, you can't fuck the pain away.
you know that actually brings up a good question, and it's an old one I've had for a while. So Irene would have a great stance on this. If you are giving up an addiction, is sex an answer to help you through that?
Like, is that like? I would say probably not. Like, not like the answer.
It's feeding one addiction with another.
Yeah, because if you're trying to get away from a sex addiction, then replacing it with sex isn't going to do it.
What about
I guess
chronic? What
if
about
you're trying
chronic?
to get over a coke addiction with a lot of sex? Sure.
Kind of where I was going.
Yeah,
Trade
that's
a
a
bump
thing.
for a hump? Yeah.
So here you go.
Oh.
Weed. Steve says that he would give up weed for sex.
No,
Steve, you would have to give up weed just for a woman to look at you properly.
Oh, God.
No, he just needs to put the weed in her drink, or that, whatever he put in Bubba's drink that one time.
This guy,
A roofie?
this guy is smoking up like 98% THC vapes and doing it in a week.
How do you even get that? Like 98% THC.
Colorado.
Oh, okay.
here in Illinois.
You can get them in Illinois.
Well, it depends what dispensary you go to.
Could be imported. You never know.
Well, yeah, I know people who get shit imported from Colorado and California and New York.
I know California.
I'd like to get an import from Kentucky right now.
Straight bourbon.
Look, all right. So she dumped the guy she was married to when we met. Of course, I got rid of who I was married to when we met. Oh, 85% THC, he says.
Close enough.
85.
Still smoking them up in like a week.
You have a weed addiction, Steve.
But is a weed addiction really that bad?
Well, now it's just as legal as a cigarette addiction.
Right.
At least in Illinois.
The weed addiction, really, I mean... Oh, he says 5 hits so far today off of that one.
Yeah.
So far.
But the
So
weed
far
addiction...
today.
Yeah, that's bad.
The weed addiction, really, I mean, all that's going to do is make you want to eat your fridge.
Yeah.
There's that. Could be good or bad.
Depending on how stoned you are, you may not have enough energy to get out of your chair to go to the bathroom.
Oh, yeah, that would be a detriment for Steve.
May have to name another cat after a chocolate candy that you're claiming was on the bed or in the chair.
Would be another.
Hershey?
He probably has a cat named Rhesus.
No, Milk Dud.
Milk
Yeah,
Dud.
Milk Dud. Yeah. Yes,
No,
it's exactly
don't
what
ask
you
me.
think.
Please do not ask me to explain this one, Rage. Please.
The thing is, it's probably exactly what you think.
TJ, you're going to have to fucking explain
Damn it.
this.
Steve.
Okay,
Steve.
we love you for sharing this story.
Oh my
because we love you.
Steve, I think the world of you, but damn, you wedged me into a corner now, and I have to be honest.
Is
Oh,
it because someone tried to go for Steve's Milk Dud?
No,
hold on.
we'll get there.
We'll see.
Welcome to Story Time with TJ, everybody.
God,
You might
no
want to
kidding.
get yourself something
You
stronger.
might want to get like your coffee and get it in your hand for this.
Or out of your hand, or I don't
Because
know.
I'm gonna need an alcoholic beverage to help me tell this.
I'm getting a cigarette because I need to fucking wake up.
Oh, you're gonna want it. Oh,
I got Diet Pepsi because that's
There
what
you
I'm doing.
And Irene, if you want to know how the match last night went,
oh, look at this.
I was curious. Is that blood?
Yes.
yes,
From last
His.
night.
my overshirt is covered more than the rug was the night I got shot.
Is that from the head injury up here? Is that a head boom?
That was from the barbecue skewers, the saw, barbed wire, bottle caps, tables, chairs, the whole nine.
Oh, you got it all. There you
Yeah,
go.
but I didn't back down. That's what the promoter wanted.
Okay.
And this
So
isn't your birthday, right?
Yes, today is my birthday.
Happy birthday.
all right.
Hell
So for the benefit of Rage, now that I've been cornered into this, God, I hate reliving this story too.
That's what she said.
Pause.
Thank God.
I'm going to get a cigarette and then we're going to relive this.
Oh,
Okay.
what do you mean we? You didn't live through it. The three of us lived through it.
Yeah.
I'm going to relive this memory by gaining knowledge of it with you three.
Oh, Lord.
Rage is going
All
to
right,
live
go grab your
vicariously through us.
Maybe a throw up bucket while you're at it.
Yeah, you might need that too. Get a barf bucket.
And a little paper towel or something. You know, feel safe.
All right, so while he's getting his cigarette, I mean, I gotta tell you guys, I was talking to Irene earlier. Dude, he's laying it on thick, trying to talk into like a wife swap. I mean, how bad is it, Irene? How heavy is he laying it on?
It was rough. Like, I'm trying my best just to like not block. You know what I
Just
mean?
like-
Like
Just
to hold
just
it
like
together for the show.
right, but like really raw, right?
Yeah, very blatant. All hours of the day. Like,
Wow.
You shouldn't be doing it.
I mean, wow. I'm, normally under old circumstances, I would be like, maybe I've just got to have a conversation and end it. But, lessons that I've learned over the last year, I'm thinking that he needs shot the fuck down on the air.
Are you thinking like intervention?
I'm thinking like we need a devil and we need an angel, and there's got to be a conversation on this, right?
okay.
So I think it needs to happen without me involved, because I'm supposed to be the authority figure. That's not going to work out.
I can manage something.
But
I'll just leave you out of it.
oh God! Oh damn it, Steve!
Did you send you a shit pic?
Oh, he sent me a picture. Oh, good Lord.
Or is it of his mangina?
Steve, I'm glad you enjoyed that, but son of a bitch, I wish I could take that image out of my head now. I need more alcohol.
Or it was?
Does it need to be sent to Rage?
No, he sent it to me with the request that I do not share the picture. And I do not want to put anybody through that, so I am going to honor that request.
Okay, that's fair.
My God.
A lot. With all my heart. Oh?
One. And only one.
What? This is how much my wife loves me for my birthday. New York State.
Oh,
Looks a little thin, bud.
yeah.
No,
Hey.
that's
That looks like a breakfast steak to me, doesn't it to you, TJ?
Yeah, kind of.
I don't know. That'd probably feed me for 3 meals.
I've got this and ribs for tonight.
Okay, that's better.
There you go.
My wife's
you get
blood.
All to your
Do you
mouth.
get oral? Do you get oral satisfaction to go with it too?
Oh, I'm getting a lot more than just oral satisfaction tonight.
Anal?
So there you go.
You would like to know, Irene.
God,
Yeah,
God,
yeah.
please. You were the
God,
one that
yeah.
wanted the story.
So let's hear
Okay,
this.
go ahead with the story.
Speaking
Go
of the
to
story,
point.
let's go to the story.
Let's get to it, get it over with.
You're gonna force me into this trauma zone that I have to
You
relive
keep
it now.
mentioning
I
it, so yeah, I
Oh.
forced you into it.
Okay,
Fuck.
Steve, who is a great listener, moved from one apartment to another one.
Picture from Julie.
And he had to get a lot of help because Steve is not really able to get around like the rest of us. You know, he's got some leg problems and maybe a slight weight problem, but he's just not able to get around like most people can. So he got a lot of help. Now, mind you, this was while I was working with Ray and everybody on Morning Disaster, and we were live during the move. And Steve is set up, and we see the bed mattress come in. Hey, Corey, how's it going?
What's up, Corey?
We see the bed mattress come into the apartment, and in the middle of the bed mattress, and Irene, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, because I think you were a listener then.
Yeah.
So the bed mattress comes in, and on the center of this bed mattress is this big round stain, like huge stain.
Yeah.
And of course, Ray and I went to the worst and asked Steve if he shit his bed.
Leave it to Ray to dive straight into the worst.
And Steve, now, Steve said no, he did not. That he fell asleep on a milk dud. And it melted on the mattress. And then when he woke up, he tried to clean it off with day-old Dr. Pepper.
What the fuck?
And that's why the stain was there.
But wait, there's more.
There's more.
But wait.
I love how Adam did that. But wait,
I know.
there's more.
Hey, Adam. So then over the course of the next week, we kept saying, now, come on, there's no way that's a milk dud stain. And
So
he kept in, like, even now, like, he is insisting it's a milk dud stain, right? So Ray on a Tuesday morning finally goes, okay, Steve, if it is a milk dud stain,
I already know where this is going.
where's it going?
If it's a milk dud stain, lick it.
Got it. But we're going to do it on the Thursday night subscriber show live. All right.
No.
So, Steve,
Cameras and everything.
yes. Camera present, everything ready to go. It is still recorded and in the archives. Steve's like, fine. I'll prove it's a milk dud stain. I will lick the stain. We get to that Thursday night. We're live.
Oh,
Steve goes into his bedroom, moves his walker out of the way, leans down, proceeds to lean down further and further and further, and he's right within where the aroma of the stain would start making its way up to your nose if it was. And he's within about 6 inches, and he goes, that's it. I can't do it. I admit it. It's shit. And stands back up and goes back to his recliner.
What the fuck?
I honestly and truly believe that it doesn't matter what stain it was. If Steve could have leaned down and licked it, he would have, just to say it was a milk dud stain. The problem is human reaction. If it's a turd, we're going
You're
to
not
see.
going to do it. Yeah, you're not going to do it.
No, the human, I think he would have, but the human reaction would have been, and he would have came up, and that would have been the proof that we all needed.
Yeah.
But basically, he was forced into admittance.
I wouldn't say that was forced. All he had to do was say, yeah, I shit my bed. And that would have
Or
been
he
the
had
end
to
of it.
fake it until he made it.
Or he had to fake it until he made it. And if he would have faked it until he made it, then Ray would have said, okay, it's a milk dud stain. Even if Steve was pouring, soda and sweet tea down his throat like it was going out of style to get rid of the taste, Ray would have said, okay, I believe it's a milk dud stain.
Like, listen, he could have put that stuff on the night before the cameras were there to give it the taste and smell. But
No, there's one even better. Isn't there, Rage, Irene, you guys remind me, isn't there something that you could put on your tongue that deadens your taste buds for a little while?
Yeah, it's called cocaine.
Not cocaine.
you can put lidocaine on your tongue.
Lidocaine, yes. But the more drug addict, response is, yeah, cocaine.
Okay, so Steve, thank you, Steve. I appreciate the honesty there. So he said he was not forced into anything. He's honest with all of his stories. It's his fucked up life.
We appreciate
love you,
honesty.
Steve.
And then he's cheering on cocaine. Thank you, Ray.
Oh yeah, cocaine, yeah.
Hey, Eric Clapton had the greatest song about it.
Yep.
Yes, he did.
You must buy, you must buy, you must buy cocaine.
Cocaine.
I'm glad
I'm
I never had a major problem with cocaine.
Or shit stains.
What are you looking at me for?
You made the initial comment, so I was just adding
You.
Me.
I didn't say a fucking
Like I
word.
said, I'm glad I never had a major problem with cocaine, and then you look at me.
You had it on first.
Corey says it very truthfully right there. Yeah, you are, Steve. You are very truthful and tell your tales with no force, and that's why we absolutely love you. And then Corey, Steve and Corey both agree that Eric Clapton had a great song about cocaine.
Yep.
Damn it, Steve. I was going to try to keep you out from under the bus on that one.
Butter the corn.
The guy only had a meth problem once.
Steve, the roads aren't icy. Get the fuck up.
God. So, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I love Steve for the fact that he is so honest. And believe it or not, that even though we're not on the disaster anymore together, if I need to talk to somebody and I really don't have anybody else to turn to, and even though Steve can't hear, I can text him and tell him what's going on. Behind the scenes, let me be very honest about this. Behind the scenes, Steve is one of the single most caring and heartfelt individuals I have ever met in my life. He worries so much about everybody around him. He loves everybody around him. And he really is. He's got this big heart of gold, and he will do everything he can if you have something going on to help you walk through it so you could just get back to having fun and enjoying your life. He really is. Look at that. That's a pup.
This is Coda.
Toto?
Coda.
Oh, I thought
Coda.
you said Toto. I was like, well, yeah, that'd take you to Kansas. I mean, but Steve, I'm being honest. And every once in a while, Steve will really be he'll be in a funk with where he's at. And I'm more than willing, especially, Steve and Dan and Christina and even Ray and the current Morning Disaster mainstream cast. And they'll be down and they won't know, how to react to something. And every once in a while, one of them will reach out and go, "Hey, what do I do here or there, TJ?" And I'll listen and I try to walk them through and I say, I give them the best advice I can, just trying to be a good friend. Even though I'm not on the show anymore and I willingly stepped away, the fact of the matter is I still care about it. I still want to see it successful.
No one really wants to see a friend fail.
No, absolutely not. I am still waiting for Steve to rip that epic fart that is so loud that you almost smell it through the radio.
He rumbles the camera a bit and he lets it go.
Do you really want that?
I would love to see the reaction when he lets that thing fly and it's so epic that it actually rocks his computer a little bit. Because
DJ wants the space down there just to have his cheeks fly back.
Yes, Steve, I would agree with that, Steve, that we are probably better friends now than we were before. And don't get me wrong, I am the first one in the chat room on Morning Disaster to give Steve epic shit.
Sort of like his mattress, huh?
Well, for whatever I can think of, I will give him epic shit. The fact of the matter is I'm not doing it out of malice. I'm doing it out of entertainment. And I don't want to see Steve melt down in it more than anybody else. I really don't. When he can hold it together and be done, then come back the next, and he does, man. Every once in a while, he will blow up. He will turn his camera off, and then you hear it. It's like this, right? So I'll kind of demonstrate. I'll turn the camera off, and then you hear this. Stupid motherfuckers! God damn it! What the fuck am I dealing with? Keep coming back to this show.
All over.
Boy, and it really, that's how it goes. You'll hear him sparking the bowl.
I bought sugar frosted cookies and we ate them on the way.
And cussing. I don't know why I give my fucking time this goddamn show. But he does just this amazing job on the air of no matter how bad your life is, no matter what is going on, he has got a story from his past that will make you feel better about where you are in your life.
No matter where you are in your life.
Yes, absolutely. No matter where you are in your life. Irene, how many times has Steve told a story that made you feel better?
Almost every day.
Adam, how many times has Steve told a story that made you feel better?
Actually, me and you talked about one earlier today, referencing his time at Milliken. Checking out
God, yeah. He used to hop in his truck. The very first nickname that Steve had on the Morning Disaster was Creeper Steve, because he used to cruise Milliken checking out all the college co-eds. One, I don't know if that was a good idea because that was Dirty Decatur.
Now, the smell of ATM can cover up a lot of...
Dirty isn't the fucking name we give Decatur anymore.
Oh, really?
Baby Chicago.
Well, it's worse than Chicago now?
Yeah. Dude, there's just 2 shootings last night and a house fire.
How far from your house?
The body somehow.
Oh, no, see, I'm in Maroa. I'm away from the corner.
Okay.
I'm sorry. When you get shot, I don't want to lose them.
Okay, 2 shootings and a house fire. Were the people that caused the shootings cooking the bodies over the house fire?
I don't know. That'd been kind of fucked up, but still.
Well, I'm just asking because then it's not as fucked up as you think.
It's all tied in together. It was one crime altogether, right? One lump.
So if they're not sitting there, domering the bodies, then it's not as bad as you think.
Yeah, it's not that bad. They're
Right.
just burning them. It's not. They're not eating them, so it's okay, y'all. Calm down. It's a little dead.
It's definitely I'd say medium bad, but it's not like
Okay, fine. I'll give you medium
Medium bad, medium well, same thing.
There's room.
Well, I
to
mean,
make it worse.
it's medium bad, but it's not like the city's being run by Dahmer and Gacy.
Well, I mean, you never know. You got some females who want them to choke them like fucking Gacy and eat them like Dahmer.
You know, I have a friend that she lives in Decatur. I'm getting to that here in a little bit, Steve. The barbecue competition, I have a reason. We placed, but not exactly where we wanted to be at. So I'm going to go ahead and get to that here in a little bit. But let me finish this thought process. I know a girl that lives in Decatur that is a friend of mine, and she said that for the next 72 hours, she wishes she could turn herself into a clit. That way, no one could find her.
Oh, fuck.
Irene, do you have any comments on this?
Sorry, can you repeat that? Sorry, my kid was screaming, so I was.
This friend of mine that lives in Decatur, she said that for the next 72 hours, she wishes she could turn herself into a clit, so that way no one can find her.
Okay, so
Fair enough.
I'm just going to go on record saying this. I've never had an issue finding a clit. I don't know why guys have an issue finding it. Just saying.
Well, here, let me give everybody a clue before Rage. I see the smart ass comment on Rage. Let me give everybody a clue. The man in the boat, he's up here. And enough said. All right. So yesterday we had our barbecue competition. I'm actually wearing the shirt that I wore at the barbecue competition yesterday.
You pulling a Steve?
Which still smells like pecan and just great barbecue. We did not get into any of the award placements. As I finally talked to a friend of mine that works down there, and he said as far as the meat side of the competition goes, it was just a really tough competition. 12 pits. And everybody entered everything, and we were fourth all the way across. We didn't get we didn't have enough of a kick to get over the finish line. The problem here's the other problem.
Why didn't you win then? You should have won.
The other problem is they had a woman for one of the teams that was wearing an extremely low-cut top and a very revealing pair of shorts, turning in their entry.
Well, there you go. It wasn't the meat. Well, it was the meat that won, just not the meat that was cooked.
It wasn't meat. It was flesh. Same difference, though.
And
I mean, if she was wearing that kind of outfit, though, I mean, it was some flesh that they could gnawed on, you know.
But Steve, I really appreciate that. But when I hit third at the last one, there was 19 pits out there, and I placed third. What I cooked this time actually turned out better than the last time. And I hit fourth, and I'm like, really? So I was really upset with it, actually.
Yeah. I mean, there's no reason to be upset. It's going to be like that. There's going to be differences in judging, and like everyone's going to have like their own little way of,
Sounds to me like you guys need to find a pit girl.
And Corey, you're absolutely. It's supposed to be a blind draw, but one of the judges was hovering around as we were doing the turn-ins, so he was close enough to see the numbers that were going on the turn-ins, and he was able to go, yeah, that's the one with the titties.
By his fucking judging, that motherfucker needs to have his judge's badge yanked and told to go fuck himself.
Look, all I know is that the next one, it's going to be different judges, and the fact of the matter is they want to play around with this still-looking barbecue pit from New Jersey. Motherfucker, okay, I'm going old school Chicago chicken. Let's go.
Fuck yes.
I mean, I may not salt, pepper, and a decent barbecue sauce, and you cook it over. You cook it in the pit.
Okay. I was just curious. Never heard
and it's got to marinate. It's got to marinate for 3 days, and it's got to marinate for 3 days in old style.
Is that a beer, old style?
Yes.
Like the.
Yeah. It's pop top can. It's not that good.
My wife.
It was a charity event, Corey. Corey says I should probably protest to the Barbecue Association. I'm not going to, because it was a charity event for the Patriot Warriors and raising money for veterans, and I'm not going to cut down a veteran.
You got your Mountain Dew?
Sorry.
TJ Rage is screaming your name.
Well, yeah, I heard that.
I just
on a live stream.
Say my name.
Irene, I think you have enough people saying your name.
Yeah, I mean, I see where, Corey, I see where you're coming from, but I'm not going to say anything. It is held by the establishment that puts it together. Yes, they got, they were donating the money to the Patriot Warriors charity, which is a phenomenal charity. Everybody that won donated the prize money back to go to the charity.
That's cool.
So I can't, as much as I want to, because we should have placed something, I'm not going to. And I did have a conversation with the owner today at around noon. I went up there and I had a beer, and I said, look, I saw what was going on. This should have been caught, and then that guy ejected and put another one in his place.
I would have came and judged. Oh, wait, judging things don't ever turn out well.
Not really, no.
No, considering, someone's pole princess didn't win first place because she sucked.
Who's that?
7.
Oh.
Yeah, you remember the time I'm talking about.
Yeah, you need to tell
when
that
she
story.
Hit me. Huh?
You need to tell that story, the whole thing.
Okay.
You made me relive Steve Stain. So no, this is on you.
I got you. Okay, it was at the time that working for Disaster Radio Network, Ray's internet stuff. And Ray needed 3 DJs to go to Deja Vu to judge the Pole Princess contest. Well, one, you don't take objects and throw them at people as hard as you can and expect them to like you.
Yeah.
And that's what this one girl was doing. She had a fucking little mini bags of skills and she was just winging them at people.
What?
Yeah, that's what she was doing. Well, she caught me across the face and the paper actually cut me.
Ooh.
So she was getting low scores all across the board from me. Well, the one who won it, they didn't want to win. So basically they were trying to rig this up to send their girl to the Nationals.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
So I got pulled into the office and a big old fucking argument ensued. And I was told to leave or I was catching lead. And I was like, fuck this. This place is a goddamn joke in the first place.
Well, I mean, you can't even have a beer in there.
No, you can't. And when they're allowing the dancers that are in national competition to wing stuff, pelting people in the face, you know, she had so much white powder up her nose she could have created the Alps with it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hell of a drug.
And I'm sorry, but her routine was horrible, and I wasn't going to rate her high score for it. I was there to do a job, not to do a favor.
Right.
Yeah.
And so they did not like my decision. I haven't been back to that establishment since because I've been banned.
Yeah, that would be a reason.
Yeah.
You know what? Go to Big Al's and get your fucking pole princess. At least they're better.
You know, I don't even really go to the strip bars as much anymore.
Yeah.
No,
As a matter of fact, the last time I was at a strip bar was with Rage. And that was how long ago?
And my wife.
Yeah. And that was how long ago?
When TJ, you and I went to Dixie Rose together. That was, huh?
Let's go again.
She goes, let's go again.
But how long ago was it?
That was about, what, 4 years ago, babe? About 3, 4?
About 2.
2?
Yeah, because we didn't talk to him for a while, and then we went to the strip joint with him.
Right.
You guys were living in Manitou. Oh, what?
Yeah.
What, Steve?
I don't believe that. Honestly, I don't.
No, I actually do. What?
What?
Reed, poor guy.
What?
You guys need to take Steve. He said he's
No.
never been to a full nude strip bar.
I've only gone twice.
What?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna count how many times TJ and I have went to the strip club.
Which one?
Uh,
I mean,
well, there
we
was
made
Creed 4.
Yeah. Well, I didn't make it in there.
Yeah, you didn't make it in. You were rejected.
Right.
So did you find a hot officer again?
No, that was shortly after my bachelor party with my ex before I married my last wife. And they still had me on camera peeing on the front door because they were locked on my bachelor party day.
Cold
And I couldn't get into the strip bar for my bachelor party. So I'm not allowed in there because I urinated on the door.
It's on you.
And that was pretty much it. It's like, you locked the door. I can't be there. Piss on you. And I pissed on the club.
I mean, I guess that's one way to do it.
Yep, that's one way to get rejected. That's for sure. Corey says that the one in Creve Coeur is better in his opinion. At least they have great food at 3 a.m. And the strip clubs in Nashville are way better than anyone around Illinois.
Yeah. Duh, it's Nashville. My wife said it best.
Right. I have been told that I need to go to a couple of them that are in San Antonio. What?
Which one?
I'm going to find out.
Please let me know before you go.
Why?
Just please. That's all I'm saying.
Of course,
Does your little sister work there or something?
No, my younger sister works at one of them.
in
Oh.
San Antonio?
Yes.
Ew.
So no.
So then,
No.
Yeah, find out
You're
beforehand.
wrong. Am I supposed to let you know before or after I go?
I'll kill you. I'll kill you, motherfucker. I did tour all my friends from the club that my sister worked at. I don't need my friends seeing my sister butt ass naked.
We went to Kappa a lot,
Oh God.
but I used to work at Kappa. So I always got us in there for free.
I also remember the night I almost drank half their top shelf.
It was gonna be expensive.
It was.
The funny thing about that night is we didn't even take my car.
I don't even remember whose car we took.
We stole Freak's car when he was asleep, and we went to Kappa.
Yes. And that was the night that I got really fucking drunk and decided to try to be Billy Bob from Varsity Blues.
Yeah, you did. You did. He tried getting up on stage and stripping.
I was fucking annihilated that night.
And the owner of the place is a prominent lawyer in the area who walks up, me being a former employee at that time, and goes, "Tej, take him home."
Aww. They handed you the leash.
And I had to take him home. Now I got some free passes on the way out the door to come back, but he's like, he's annihilated. Take him home. Corey says his favorite strip club in Nashville closed, and it was Christine's Cabaret on 8th Street. Steve wants to know if you puked and rallied. And yes, he did. Yes, he did. I had to pull over just south of Lincoln so he could lean out and puke, and then he rallied. And then next thing you know, we are terrorizing every single bar in Springfield.
Yeah, those were the fucked up days. I'm glad I'm out of that shit.
Oh, I don't think I could live through any of that anymore. I really don't.
No.
Okay. You told your story of your bachelor party and how you peed on a strip club.
Yes, I did.
Do you want to know how pathetic mine is compared to that?
Yes.
Yes, I do. Actually, I would like to feel better about how bad that bachelor party went.
Like, since I don't drink or anything like that, I went to Six Flags.
I would have enjoyed Six Flags, especially throw a couple gummies in. I'd been having a blast.
It was an all-day thing. Went there.
I don't see where that's that bad.
Six Flags isn't that bad.
Yep.
I sat around and played poker.
That sounds boring.
It was.
Because I wasn't there.
If you and I were playing poker together at the same table,
it would have turned it on.
It would have been a lot of money.
Would have been a lot more fun too.
Oh yeah, but you were gone. You were down in Texas.
I'm down here. I love it down here. Okay,
Which
Irene.
I'm happy for you.
We're telling horrible stories. So how was your bachelorette party?
Okay, well, I've only had one. My bachelorette party was with my first husband, because I've been married twice, but I only had one bachelorette party.
Okay.
So it was with my first husband, and it was just me. I think it was just two of my sisters and my sister-in-law. We all went to the roller skating rink in matching pink shirts.
They did some roller derby shit.
And then we got some Taco Bell. We went back to my apartment and we watched girl movies like Brides Wars and 27 Dresses. And it was kind of.
I got it. You know what? I gotta admit it.
That makes mine not sound as bad.
Yeah, but I gotta admit, I was kind of hoping there would have been some lesbian action flying in there. You know what I'm saying?
My little sister.
Okay, it was
got
her,
a
her
party.
2 sisters.
Oh, wait a minute. Your little sisters. I got to hear
The
this.
one that I was in charge of.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
Okay.
hang on. I need a
Story
beer before you get too far into this.
All right, I'll wait.
I've got it turned up, but I can't hear the thing across the room. Nano Koozie, China Buck.
Shine your mom's back.
This has got to be good.
I bet you would.
This has got to be fucking good. I can't wait.
All right.
Sweet baby Jesus, please let this be good.
I'm pretty sure Jesus was absent that night.
My ears are completely open.
I bet.
I'm almost 100% sure Jesus was not present during the whole thing. Or maybe he was. I don't know. I wouldn't remember.
Steve, you better be listening. This is going
This is gonna get
right here, Steve. You better listen because this sounds like this needs to go straight into your spank bank.
It was in Florida.
Uh-oh.
Oh, even better. Even better.
Florida. I was living over on the Tampa side, but my little sister was living with my dad in Merritt Island. So, but her wedding was in Orange or Newport, which is like right there where Daytona is and stuff, like just a little bit north of there. And so that's where we were to do the bachelorette stuff, was in Daytona area. And
Oh, no.
Yes.
I had all these things planned. I had like a whole checklist of things that I wanted to do, like get like 5 guys random numbers, and like we were supposed to go kart riding.
Here's Irene's list. Sin more, sin even more than that.
I just want to hear the story.
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm
Yeah.
all ears here.
And we didn't get to do all the things on my list because their rehearsal dinner went late because it was at this seafood restaurant on like a Friday night, and like they didn't make reservations, and like that was like a whole thing. I was like, you're ruining my plans. But we eventually got out of there, and so we had to cut some of the things short. We ended up going to the sex shop.
That got TJ's bell ringing.
And so we were all in there, like, and we, like, I had in my purse, I had like a bottle of Di Serono and some Malibu rum, and we were just taking swigs out of the bottles in the car. My older sister was the driver because she doesn't drink. And we broke into the place where she was getting married. We took pictures, like boudoir pictures. What do you call them?
Yeah.
You had a
not
sexy
dick.
reel?
So my little sister was sitting there, like in the place where she's getting married, like half dressed, and we're sitting there taking sexy pictures of her so that we could get them developed for her husband in the morning.
So we have sex toys, alcohol, breaking and entering, pornography. Keep going.
Yeah, this is getting better.
Right forward.
Sin and more sin.
It was 80s themed, so we all like had like bright colored like mini skirts and like
Okay.
and we brought with us a blow-up sheet that we saved from the bachelor party the night before, because this poor sheet that had Taylor Swift eyes. Because you remember how Taylor Swift used to wear her eyeliner?
Yes.
The sheet had
thank
those
God.
eyes. So we named her Swifty, and we put like a pair of lace panties on her, and she went with us everywhere
fuck.
we went that night. Because we brought a blow-up sheet with us.
So we went from pornography to animal pornography now.
Yeah,
With lace panties on the inflatable sheet.
With a lot of alcohol and a breaking and entering.
Right.
and
And
then
nudity.
Toys. Don't forget the sex toys.
This sounds like shit that happened after a QLZ concert.
so we didn't get to make it to the go-kart range, okay? So that part we had to skip, but
That was going to be topless go-kart racing, wasn't it?
we ended up at Applebee's and it was karaoke night.
Oh
Oh,
shit!
even better. Even better.
We finished the night at Applebee's in like Port Orange, Florida, next to Daytona, and like the DJ person there who was hosting the karaoke, like he came over and like was flirting and sat at our table, and there's like this table of kids, like I don't know if they were gay or what, but they were like flirting, and we were just like having this conversation, and we got them to give my sister a lap dance in the Applebee's.
Good Lord.
Harmless nudity.
So now we got
like,
public nudity.
They sat her in a chair up there in the middle of all these families having like their late. I mean, it was later, so you know,
Getting their
wasn't too many
dollarita
children.
on. in the
But-
fajita.
drunk out of our minds, and my little sister is getting the
TJ's
lap
taking
dance by
notes now.
potentially gay men to the song "It's Raining Men."
Oh,
Hallelujah! And we're like, they're snapping pictures. Like, I wish I had that memory card. It's
More
somewhere
fun.
lost in my couch downstairs. But
alcohol is. Let's see.
Yeah.
B and E.
I'm sorry. It sounds like your sister's bachelorette party checks all the boxes.
Right. I'm going down the list right now. We have public drunkenness, public nudity, B and E, pornography, bestiality pornography.
yeah,
Lap dances in a public place.
Lap
Yeah.
dances, yes, we have to
Yeah.
Which
include.
goes along with rude acts.
Yeah, lewd acts. There you go.
yeah.
That's a blanket swipe. That covers a lot.
We got invited to go with them afterwards because when they shut down the place there, they invited us to go to the Denny's because they all go to Denny's afterwards, and so we got.
Because Denny's is the only thing that's open, and it's a shitty restaurant.
It's like one of those places when you're drunk, like you just point at the picture and be like, "That I want that."
Yeah.
Because you don't know how to talk. But so we ended up driving to the Denny's with the intent of doing it. But like I was so sick, and my little sister, like my poor little sister, it was her wedding day the next day, and I was so drunk. She was sitting
Drinking
there
and
all day.
driving.
Drunk and driving.
Yep,
Oh, did you
drinking
get
and
the
driving.
open? Did you get the open containers in the vehicle?
Oh, okay, good. Yeah,
Oh,
thank you. Open
oh.
containers.
Sorry.
Multiple open containers.
I mean, it was in my purse the whole night. So
Every time you went from place to place to place to place.
Any flashing while moving?
You don't like the ribs because they're really barbecued.
no, not that time. I have done that, but not.
Hold on. Now this is a birthday feast.
There you go.
Instead of a garlic
That's a
kiss-
rack. That's ribs.
Oh, those are ribs. I thought that
Ribs?
was like a.
Hey, Rage, stop flashing your rack, man.
Hey, I have to be able to
Shit,
fuck.
you're right.
Okay,
Yeah,
so here's what
my
here's what
wife's
I've
rack's nicer than that.
Here's what I've got: public nudity, drunk in public, breaking and entering, pornography, bestiality pornography, lewd acts, drinking and driving, open containers and vehicle. Have I
And
missed
Denny's.
any?
And Denny's. Denny's ended up.
Oh, we did get to Denny's, and me and my little sister went inside, but then we were like, I don't think we could stay. So we went into the bathroom, we grabbed like a napkin out of the bathroom, and we asked like the hostess, can we borrow your pen? And we wrote them this letter as to why we could not stay and meet them there at the Denny's. I was like,
that's a safety ditch, so that's no big deal.
yeah.
Well,
So I think I've got all of the felonies here.
Okay.
I could have been accidental.
What?
Accidental felonies.
No. And yes, there are things such as that.
That's mine. We've been looking for.
In one night, you might have matched Steve's felonies for a week.
Maybe.
I mean, that's wow. That's a lot of
It's a neck
felonies.
and neck.
Yeah.
There was more planned.
See, now we need to check in with Chris and see if he can beat Irene's high score.
I don't think that's going to happen.
You don't think so?
I mean, Chris has done some fucked up shit, but I
Not
really
all in one night.
don't see. Yeah, I don't see it happening like that.
Did you see him shove that whole banana down his throat?
No.
You're full of shit.
I saw you do it.
No, you were dreaming of doing it.
You went,
No.
and it was gone.
People trying to be perverse and it's not working.
Am I?
Well, I mean, I know you're taking my banana later tonight.
Oh, good God.
She's gonna have a banana cream pie.
Yeah. A banana
You
pearl
don't spit
necklace.
that beer out. You know you don't spit. Not when Irene's involved.
No, spitters or quitters.
See, there you go. Irene's telling you what it's all about there.
Mm-hmm.
A banana pearl necklace.
Bedazzled. Remember that
She
little
wants a
thing?
pearl necklace.
God damn it.
I think that song was used in a pickup line once.
No, I actually have a pearl necklace, and I joke
You
about
do?
it all the. I do. Yeah.
All right, so Corey says his bachelor party, his best friend from college, and all his friends met him at his house in Nashville, and for some reason they road tripped to Springfield, Illinois. Lots of beer, lots of dumb stops, and stopped at the casino in Metropolis. Then the actual party, they didn't dally. They went to Springfield. They had wings at Hooters. Then went to the brew house. Went downtown to lots of bars. Ended up at the VU. And then they were back at the hotel by 1 a.m. because they were all hammered. And, of course, it was a bottle of Malibu. He could have bet $1,000 Malibu was involved.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, on the night of my bachelor party, before I got married to my last wife, I mean, I was so aggravated that I ended up standing up in a GMC Yukon and turning around and mooning a cop out of the windshield of the truck.
I've mooned people on the road before. It wasn't a cop though.
And I
So you
would,
got
you know,
that on
under
you.
normal circumstances, I would never moon a cop.
But this one happened to be a hot cop, and apparently they thought your ass was fine. So, you know.
Was that the one that you slept with?
No, this was in
Oh.
Peoria.
Oh, okay.
Steve says he didn't have a
But
bachelor
TJ
party.
just admitted to sleeping with the cop.
I did not.
You said no, it was not, because she asked you if it was the cop you slept with, and you said no, it was not, which means
And that was alleged.
you admitted to sleeping with the cop.
Allegedly.
Oh no, you did, you lying sack of shit.
Allegedly.
Were you not there?
Huh?
Were
I
you
believe
or were you not there?
I don't remember. Alcohol was involved.
Okay.
A lot of TJ's escapades, alcohol was involved.
Well, I mean, let's think about it. Most of the situations in my life that I have been in, there was only a couple of times where I could actually do drugs. But the rest of the time, my drug had to be alcohol because I had a responsibility thing that prevented me from being able to smoke weed or anything else.
Yeah.
Now, I will admit that a friend of mine and I wound up at a strip club in El Paso, Texas.
It happens.
And we went through about $1,700 of cocaine that night. On top of another, $800 in alcohol and lap dances, and we still managed to get home. And here's the kicker. That was a work night. We got home. We slept for 30 minutes. We got up. We showered. We had clean clothes on. We went into work the next day, and we did our fucking job.
Oh,
my graduation
are
party.
you talking about that meme that I posted there, TJ?
I love that meme.
I didn't
The
see
younger
it.
generation goes out and they party all night and they call in sick. We went in with the fucking stamp from the club on our hands.
Yeah.
That was us.
Throwing up on break, going back to the register.
Yeah.
Like the 9-hour shift afterwards. Still
Oh.
smiling.
Or puking in a garbage can in the production studio.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think that was the worst one. I think the worst one was sitting there with a cocaine and alcohol induced hangover, and I had 3 people in front of me wanting me to desk a deal for a car deal. And the one goes, "You need to hurry up." And I'm like, "You motherfucker."
Yeah, you don't know how much you want to kill people until you've gone to work hungover. It's towards the end of your shift.
But I mean, he was like, "You'll need to hurry up and give me a deal." Oh, all right, bitch. I got your ass. And I desked out that deal. It was $8,000 above sticker.
Did they buy it?
I can't take this out there. Get it out there. I'll make it higher. So he takes it out. I got a commitment. They ended up buying a car, but not for what I penciled it for. I mean, they're like, "What?" Scrape them off the ceiling, put them back in the car.
Yeah.
The guy comes in, he goes, "I want to see the invoice." I was like, "What the fuck is your problem? You got an invoice fetish? Get the fuck out of my office."
Invoices are just so sexy. You kind of like go through your doors like just
Irene, why did The Exorcist just come out?
No shit, right? The best part about Corey's is he said they borrowed his uncle's Cadillac DeVille, 3 in the back seat and a cooler of beer, and Jack Daniels in the middle of the front.
God damn it.
I mean, I wouldn't know anything about a Cadillac.
You liar.
What?
You know quite a bit about Cadillacs.
I still freaks Buick all the time, but Cadillac?
Yeah, the time you stole Freak's dad's caddy. You see,
fresher.
You see the denial etched on his face.
I do see. I see that
He's trying to figure out how to spin his way out of this.
I don't remember stealing a caddy.
Bullshit, because you and Freak came to Maroa. We were still at the apartment in Springfield.
I'm anti-Cadillac in a lot of ways, so I don't.
But next thing you know, here comes TJ pulling up in this white Cadillac with redneck horns on the front. Some straight up Dallas type shit, okay? And all you hear is burn, burn, burn. And we all look out the window. There's TJ, drunk off his ass, laughing, going, "I stole Freak's dad's car."
I mean, it sounds like something I might have done.
You did do it, because I'm the one who got blamed.
I don't see myself driving something that looks like it was owned by Boss Hogg.
Well, you did, because you did it just to piss Freak's dad off.
I did a lot of things just to piss people off back then.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Stealing cars, is that a felony?
Yes, that is a felony.
Interesting.
That is a serious felony.
Grand Theft Auto, and yes, in my younger years, I was known to do such things.
Very interesting.
But it was always, it wasn't like violent felonies. It was stealing cars. I was pretty bad.
Hey, let's leave the violent shit alone, okay?
I mean, Rage and I were bombed and we got left in Bloomington and we had to get our way back to Springfield. So I was like, look, I've got an idea. And I ended up picking up a coat hanger on the way. And mind you, this, thank God, statute of limitations is in place here, so I can tell this story now.
Thank God.
On the way to the parking garage, I picked up a coat hanger. He goes, "What are we going to need this for?" And I said, "I got this." Now, back then, I always carried a Gerber tool on my side, right? I always had it on my belt. We went into one of the local hospital parking garages. We made our way around to a Porsche. I popped the lock on the door, hit the button, Rage hops in. Before he gets in, I've got the wires out, clip, hot wire, fire it up. We took the damn thing to Springfield to get home, and I dropped it off in the chop shop and got us a cab to get back to the apartment. And made $2,000 off the deal.
Hey.
Which got blown at the strip club the next night.
But I mean, that was
TJ showing off his entrepreneurial spirit.
Well, I mean, I wasn't going to do it all for nothing.
TJ at the strip club. You get $1, you get $1. You
But
get
my
$1,
dad-
you get $1.
My
No,
dad
it
is a
wasn't
master
$1.
mechanic.
TJ was going, you get a 20, you get a 20, you get a 20.
But my dad was a master mechanic, so he taught me a lot of these things when I was really young. And
That was your dad's fault.
I mean, shit, I ripped off my first car at 17. Actually, a little younger, but the first one I actually hot wired and stole, I was 17. And that was my principal's car.
And see, I never did the hot wiring and stealing of cars. Mine always came into someone was trying to act ignorant towards TJ, and here comes me just running out of nowhere, throwing a right hook.
Well, I mean, remember the guy at the bar?
Which guy with bar?
You're going to be more specific than that, TJ.
You remember the guy at the bar that was causing problems? He was causing problems with you and Freak, and he owned that lifted Chevy. And I'm watching it from the bar, and I took a couple shots, and I was seeing the bartender at the time, and I looked at her and said, "I'll be back, but I may not be driving when I get back." And she goes, "Oh, shit." And I knew who it was. I walked out, popped the door lock, got in, ripped the ignition switch out of the console, and then used the screwdriver and started the truck. Down the road I go. I don't know if he ran out of the bar or not.
No, he didn't run out of the bar because when he tried to run, he got tripped up.
No.
You know, leg spasm at the time.
Did he hear the truck start?
He heard it. That's why when he ran, my right leg went out and he fucking tripped.
Oh, that's just a shame.
And that truck wound up in a ditch somewhere, somehow.
Because TJ was drunk as fuck.
And the guy was gone when I got back to the bar.
Yeah, he was searching for his fucking truck. He tried to get me to take him in the car to go look for his truck. But yeah, he was in mine and Freak's face all night.
Right.
I told him to go fuck himself.
Just to get him to stop, I stole his truck. And I'll tell you now, I will say now, where I dumped that truck was on the north banks of the Sangamon River when the river was flooded. So I pulled it down there, and the river wasn't really out of its banks yet when I pulled it down there, but we had like 3 days of thunderstorms after that. So if he didn't find a truck, the river was definitely in it 3 days later. And I mean, that's just
kind of deserve that.
Yeah, he did.
And the only reason TJ stopped him is because TJ seen my fist starting to clench.
So I went out and stole his truck.
Because if he would have gotten in my face one more time, I had a broken beer bottle, and there was going to be a serious felony.
Now, the only downside to that is the guy was starting to fight over the video game Cruising USA. Literally.
It's my turn.
No, it was, you can't do that good. You're cheating to make me lose.
Seriously, that's all he was bitching about. He
Irene,
started
does this
pushing
sound like a
freak.
kid?
He
It does
started
sound like
pushing
a
freak.
kid.
He started pushing freak like he was a prepubescent little bitch. And then fucking he pie faced me, and that's when my hands start clenching. I break a beer bottle, and
And then what do
TJ's
they
like,
hear?
This'll disperse
He's
that
like,
fight.
"Oh, truck!"
"Hey man, can you help me go find my truck?" Dude, you can go fuck yourself.
Of course, what's the bartender doing? She's going,
Yeah, the bartender's
I know her.
laughing.
She's like, oh my God. Because she was ready to toss dude out.
Because
And I
yeah,
looked at
if not, blood was getting spilled that night. I was not having it.
And then I looked at her, I was like, I'll get him to leave willingly. I'll be walking back.
And that's why I shouldn't drink tequila either.
But when I looked at her and said, I will get him to leave willingly and I will be walking back, she goes, oh, fuck.
Oh, yeah. She knew. She knew.
She knew. And then what'd she hear next?
And you should have seen this motherfucker because he went to the bathroom. He come running out, pulling his pants up. He gets tripped. When he gets tripped, his arms fall. So he basically flashed himself in the fucking bar. Everyone's laughing at him.
Bad.
Help me find my truck.
We know who took off with your truck. You ain't finding that motherfucker easy.
That's hilarious, though.
Now, I may not have been raised in the Springfield area, but my family, my dad's side of the family is all from around Springfield. So I
Right.
got to know the north side very well at a very young age. So you're going to pull something, and I'm on the north end by Camp Lincoln,
You're fucked.
and I want to make something of yours disappear. It's gone.
Hey, let's not forget about the bar clearing fight at Rockin' Robin's.
Oh, God. I try to forget about that.
If anything you guys will ever know about me is I cannot watch a man put his hand on a woman in a violent way. I cannot. I instantly snap.
But yet he can watch dick slapping porn.
You're a fucking idiot. You know that? You're just a fucking schmuck.
I'm just,
And Adam's trying to fucking hit that buzzer real quick.
Yeah, you.
No, but there was a guy, he backhanded a female in a bar. Next thing you know, he's meeting the jukebox in a very violent way.
slightly.
You pissed on the floor.
And it got bad after that.
Piss on the floor.
Yeah,
I
Rachel.
did not piss on the floor. How is everybody?
It's the fucking dog, you fuckhead.
Why is
Jesus Christ. And this is why people do not need to open their mouths when I'm on this podcast.
But I'm sorry, I came back and smoked.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, so
I
you
did
did.
piss on the floor.
Okay, it's
Yeah,
Rage's
really
birthday. I guess he can piss on the floor if he wants.
Yeah, you can piss on the floor.
Yeah.
It's your birthday.
It's Rage's
Yeah.
birthday. Let him piss on the floor if he wants to.
Then he can clean up his damn self.
I'll be on someone's pillow.
That's why he's got kids. He can make the kids clean up the piss if he pisses on the floor.
You're fucking high.
I'm being honest.
No, you're not.
Like, it's my birthday. I pissed on the floor. Get him up.
No.
Get a bucket and a mop.
Not even our dogs.
Huh?
None of our dogs. This Kelsey's dog. I pissed off my floor.
Would be good.
Oh, you don't get the floor. The gate was closed. Bottom gate's closed.
You must whip it.
A little bit. Yep, you're getting really close, please.
And you stroke it.
I know. I just left the door open. She'll run in here eventually. You left the door open, right? I'm gonna blow that at you, but the wind's taking it that way.
No, I'm gonna have to go
Never
fucking
piss in the wind.
live
Okay.
there in a little bit.
Oh man. You know, potty
Yeah.
training a puppy is tough. I've got to give him that. That's probably one of the most difficult things to do. Is potty
yeah.
training a puppy. Yeah.
No, the dog's already housebroken.
This dog was housebroken and decided to go and piss on the kitchen floor.
Why?
That was the dog saying, "I'm ready for food."
No, that's the dog saying, my owner left me here, is not coming back for me because she's a twat. And
Well, let's come over here to be at my bubble and brag about her girlfriend.
Hmm.
Sorry, I had to throw that.
there's a lot of fucking internal drama around here.
I'm noticing.
Stuff I don't like talking about.
Hi, CJ.
I'm not jealous.
I
think
mean,
it's
I'm sure I could come up with a solution to help out.
Well, I
She's gonna get her
mean,
dog.
a 9mm Luger with fucking cop killers.
No, I
She's
said
coming to
drop
the
her
dog.
off in Chicago and steal her car.
We don't want that piece of shit.
I didn't say keep it.
Just make
Drive it off the bridge.
Right.
Chicago Bridge.
Drive it off the DuPage Bridge. Drop it in Joliet. It'll be gone in 20 minutes anyway.
Shit, you leave in fucking Joliet right by the fucking interstate entrance to it. Just leave it right there on the off ramp, and it'll be gone in 10 minutes.
I got a better one. Just drive her down to 23rd in California, walk across the street, tap one of the guys there and go, "Hey, she's waiting on a snitch to get out."
With the line.
Walk away.
Yo. And then hear the fireworks.
That's right.
as we like to
Walk
call them.
away. Walk away.
As quick as you can.
You want plausible deniability. 23rd in California and Chicago is the Cook County Jail. 6 stories, no waiting. And the bangers like to sit across the street and wait for the snitches to come out so they can light them up. Permanently. Yeah, I've got some twisted ideas.
Sorry, I was trying to pop my spine.
All right, so on to happier thoughts.
Happier thoughts?
Yes, happy thoughts.
Okay.
Like the barbecue competition didn't go as I had hoped, but we still did well, and we tried something new with the ribs. With one rack of ribs, we tried it, and it was new.
What'd you do?
We did a garlic pepper rub on the ribs, and then we wrapped them around a fresh pineapple and put it into the pit and cooked it in the pecan smoke.
That sounds fire as fuck, actually.
It was fucking delicious. I'm telling, and they were falling apart. That pineapple gave you the sweet, but that garlic pepper rub gave you the fire to it. And my God, yeah. And it was, all you did was you cut the exterior off of that pineapple.
Right.
And we wrapped it around, and we could not find our skewers to stick the ribs into the pineapple. So
I'm sorry, TJ, about the skewers missing.
But yeah, thanks a lot. So what we did do is we improvised, and we went ding 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 ding, and we used chopsticks.
Whatever works. At that
Hey,
point.
as I said, the skewers that came up missing, you shouldn't have sent me to the store for them. I apologize.
Well, I should have. Corey says in Nashville, you don't fuck around and find out because they got night court.
Oh, God damn it.
So your drunk ass is in front of the judge before you even think about sobering up.
I know.
Oh, fuck.
I didn't do it.
Not that type of night court.
Oh, not that night court. Damn. I was thinking John Larroquette would be my judge.
John
Dude,
Larroquette.
as long as fucking Bull was the bailiff, I'm good.
Oh, hell yeah. Bull was great.
Yeah.
I miss Bull.
Or the sleazy lawyer.
That was John Larroquette's character.
Yes, that would be the character TJ plays.
Because it's sleazy.
As fuck.
Dude, what the hell? I have calmed down a little bit in my age.
And so have I.
Really? Who was the one last night that was beat with saws and barbecue skewers and has a shirt full of blood?
Hey, that's a way to celebrate 22 years in the wrestling business.
TJ, he just had one birthday wish, okay? Just one.
Yet,
Let him have it.
yet, my life and my fun now consists of riding my motorcycle, cooking in barbecue competitions, and believe it or not, mowing my lawn. Who is dulled out?
I enjoy vacuuming.
I gotta go to the kid.
Why?
Is that like mowing your yard, but for females?
Yeah, kind of. I enjoy vacuuming too, believe it or not.
I like to do it every single day.
I like taking out my trash.
I do it because it's necessary.
I like doing my laundry.
And I'm not as big as I like having clean clothes, though.
I like washing my dishes.
I don't mind that. As long as there's not too many and my back doesn't start hurting.
I absolutely love having clean clothes.
Get money.
I am always doing my laundry.
Yes. Didn't you say you do your laundry like 3 times a week or something?
3 times a week, I do my laundry.
Yeah. I was going to say, I don't even do my laundry that much.
I do my laundry 3 times a week. I wash my dishes every day. Haul my trash out twice a week. I vacuum every day. Rage knows what my place looks like.
Going to Decatur.
Okay, you're coming back here, right?
Yes.
Rage knows what my place looks like when I go into anal retentive mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, there you go. Tom, absolutely. And how you doing, bud? Tom says normal people love having clean clothes and doing laundry.
All right, guys. I'm going to hop off here. I'm going to celebrate my birthday with my wife.
All right. You guys have a good time.
Enjoy your ribs and stuff.
Yep.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Thank
birthday.
you. I will holler at you all soon.
Thank you for the walk down pervert lane.
Well, I mean, with the ones in here that are in here.
I mean, okay, that better?
No, because that's a lie. You, sir, are a liar.
I mean, no perversion here. Often.
Right.
Lying like a rug in a Chinese whorehouse.
All right. So go enjoy your birthday, and we will see you next week.
All right. Have a good one, guys.
Later on. Good Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Tom. Like, normal people should love having clean laundry and clean clothes and cleaning themselves more than once a week. I like to clean myself at least 4 times a week.
Soap.
Tom says, I think we've had enough walks down pervert lane after this week. Oh God. We did walks down pervert and felony lane both.
It's Sunday. It's a new week.
Yay!
Yeah, that's why we had the confessional.
I was like, that's okay, kids. It's Sunday. Let's start it.
Right? We go to confession on Sundays. We confess everything to the radio gods, and then we hope we can get out of trouble.
Yeah.
Fact of the matter is I'm still probably tending bar on the bus to hell.
Oh, Lordy, Lordy, Lordy.
I mean, if we got to be down there, we might as well be drunk.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
But man, I'm glad Tom made it in today. I mean,
Yeah.
while we've got Rage gone, Adam, I've got to bring you up to speed on this because Irene reached out to me.
Okay.
And what I heard about it was
he reaches out for.
well, what I heard about was relatively unnerving, and it was like Rage is trying to talk Irene into like a spouse swap.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was wow, it was just disturbing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen Rage.
Yeah.
There anything in your body that says that you want to see that naked?
No. No.
So
Well, I'm thinking like we have yet to see Rage's wife, at least for a prolonged period of time. So I don't know what would be traded for Irene. You know what you get with Irene.
yeah, but like, does she really want to? Irene, would you really want to see that naked?
I'm trying to be nice.
It's a safe place, Irene. It's a safe.
I'm trying to be nice.
Try to be nice. I mean,
His
that's
birthday, but I think I've been too nice. Like it's led into this whole situation, and like
right.
I think I'm gonna have to do something drastic.
Have you got a plan?
I think if it happens again, like we'll just have to, you know.
I think there's a plan. Tom
Yeah.
says that Steve might want to see Rage naked.
Oh.
Only if there's milk duds involved.
Must bring milk duds.
Wow. Really? Milk duds? We're going to go back to this?
Yeah.
Steve's like, milk duds?
Do you guys... Oh, God! Oh! I did not see that.
Bad. Oh.
Well, you know he's always hiding stuff like under his...
That's like the hiding M&Ms and crap in the jowls of a bulldog.
Or fat bastard with the chicken
That's kind of
wings.
cute.
Oh.
But we're talking about Steve.
Yeah, I mean, we all know Steve. We all like Steve. But to say,
Love
oh, God.
I'm only saying what I've seen.
You think Steve is hiding food under his moobs?
I know he hides stuff under there. I've seen it.
When?
On the show. On the Morning Disaster Show, I think.
Oh,
Or one of them. It's on some show.
please tell me I must have been working with students or something and I missed this.
It must have been like he had his side cam on and he was showing us what he could hide underneath his
titty cam.
I
hate that titty cam. I hate that titty cam. I always look away from that thing when it gets turned on. I'm like, oh, God, gross. And I just stop looking.
For me, it's like a train wreck, and I have to kind of watch. I'm like, what's next? What is he going to pull out of there next? Or
Tom, all I'm going to say is I got a picture. And I promised Steve that I would not send that picture or share that picture or show that picture to anyone. And I did receive the picture.
Oh, is it the picture?
It is
from
the picture.
From his visit?
Yes. And I'm like, damn it.
Are you thinking centerfold?
I was thinking yesterday, thank Christ, I am not on the show anymore because I won't have to see this. And I got the picture.
Because they're your friends. They don't want to leave you out of it.
Yeah,
That's one they could have left me out of. They really could have. I would have been okay with that. I would have been very okay with that.
Was Jen at least in the picture?
That was the only thing that helped.
Okay.
And
Nothing.
yes,
there.
and it was all three of them in that picture, and I saw it, and I'm like,
Who was in the middle?
Jen.
Okay. I wasn't sure if D wanted to be in the middle. Like, I could kind of see
That's
that.
a good place for D. In the
And
middle.
I really, I would like to volunteer at this time if I could get enough money together to assist in paying for Jen's therapy,
She probably needs all kinds of therapy, that poor thing.
especially with where she had to put her hands.
Ooh. I did not see it, so I don't.
No, because the first thing you see when you look at that is you
Yeah.
feel sorry for Jen.
I saw like I think I saw parts of Steve naked.
There was more
I am
than
very glad that I missed this.
yeah.
Very
And
glad.
here I am. I'm an individual of my word, and I am not sending this picture out where I really should be sharing it with my cast
No.
so
I'm
they
cool.
can enjoy the torture with me.
Nope.
No.
So you guys better be happy that I took the bullet for you.
Thank you, TJ.
Oh, God. Hang on. I need to get a beer and have a cigarette. So you guys get the floor for a little bit. So talk
Oh
to the chat.
yeah.
Yeah,
Woo-hoo.
talk to the chat room and have some fun. And please do not do anything perverted to each other while I'm gone.
But what's the fun in that?
Find a
How
news
do
story,
I-
Adam. You're good at it.
How do I?
Find a Florida news
How do
story.
I? Oh wait.
Kind of hello, Irene.
Hello.
Aloha. Okay. Okay, so regarding this rage situation that we apparently
Yeah.
have, what are some ideas that you think that we need to do, or do you just want to play it by ear?
I was kind of hoping we would play by ear. Like he wasn't being too weird today, So I was thankful for that.
I think that's because his wife is throwing a lot of meat into his face and letting him deal
There
with a lot
was
of in his mouth.
there was that, yeah.
So
But man, I don't know. Like it's pretty intense. Like I try to be subtle, and but I think I'm just being too nice. I don't know. Like
well, you do have a way of being kind to those that maybe don't necessarily deserve your niceties.
maybe
So,
I don't know.
I'm
I'm just
sure
hoping it'll work out.
Yeah, I'm sure we can help out in some way, shape, or form.
I was hoping that you guys might if there was a situation that you might be able to just help.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll figure it out. We really need to touch base with Chris, see if he wants in on this.
I'm sure he's got
Yeah.
He usually has a solution.
Yeah. It's like I'm sure he's going to want to be involved because who doesn't want to embarrass Rage? And no one needs to be taking advantage of our dear sweet Irene.
Thank you. Unless I tell them to.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's one thing if you're accepted, but if
Take
you've
advantage of you.
repeatedly said no, and you're trying to be nice about it, but you just
Right.
like coming with it, then
I guess I need to be a little bit more direct, I guess. I'm
sure we can figure
what do you call it?
something out.
Beating around the bush and be like, without trying to hurt people's feelings or make it awkward, that's the last thing I want to do is make more awkward situations when there's already tension and drama all over the place for no reason. So I'm just I was trying to take care of it behind the scenes sort of thing. I hate for it to spill over like this, but
eventually, though, I mean, if he does bring it up on the show,
Yeah.
then we gotta do something about it on the show.
Yeah. Let's just
So,
hope it never gets to that situation. So, yeah, I definitely agree.
we'll see, but let's hope not.
I mean,
I'm sure-
if you notice it or if you see it happening, like, speak up and like tell me what you think.
Nick C always seems to kind of, if he gets an opportunity, seemingly when his wife's not around, he likes to flirt with it quite a bit, from what I've noticed. So
Yeah.
So
You've seen like behind, like in the, what do you call it, backstage or whatever.
yeah,
Who?
Rage.
Oh,
Sorry.
We're doing a bit of brainstorming, seeing where everything is situation wise, figuring out how we can keep our dear sweet Irene safe.
well, I think the biggest thing that's going to help keep Irene safe is where she lives.
That does help.
Because Rage will not walk into a territory controlled by perjury trailer greed.
Yeah.
You know, a former Mayhem member that loved that person.
Love to get a bit of the MTG.
Yes. He was down with MTG. Yeah, you know him. Again.
I'd rather have
I could see him do a song. You down with MTG? Yeah, you know me.
It's like vomit does not make
but
makes it so much better that I live here.
Yeah, right. You're safe because he's going to try to talk. Look, I know Rage. Okay, you gotta. Okay. I know Rage. I've known Rage for a lot of years. I know Rage. Yeah. Rage is lazy. He's not going to pursue you. Like trying to get there. He's going to try to talk you into coming to him.
So is he going to pay for her ticket? Be like with all?
Yeah. He might try. I mean, and then
money.
But you know, if he sends you the money, use it for groceries for the kids.
Yeah, seriously, right?
Yeah, right. Like I sent him money because I wanted Rage to join me in New Mexico.
Okay.
When I started the old Mayhem Radio Network, it was an internet radio station. I was paying out the nose for ASCAP, CSAC, BMI fees and sound exchange, and I was covering this not only for the station, but I was covering it as a blanket license to also cover my mobile DJ service. So the DJ service actually paid for it, and we used the station as promotion.
Okay,
which worked out really well. And I wanted Rage to come to New Mexico and start doing the mobile DJ thing, where I'm telling you guys, he would have been making his personality and the way he is, he would have been making $1,200 to $1,500 a show.
Wow.
And he'd only have to do a show like once a week.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then just cover his time slot on the internet station, right? So I paid.
Oh.
Now, here's the extent I went to. I paid to get him out of jail. And then I paid for his ticket to come down. And he cashed the ticket in and said, now we're even for you taking my girlfriend, motherfucker. And it's like, dude, I didn't touch that woman until she dumped you.
Rage got his feelings hurt.
And I didn't know what she was up to until I got back to the apartment that they were in after I dropped Raged off at Decatur. And the next thing I know, I walked in and she's fucking naked and jumping on top of me on the couch. I mean, what am I supposed to do then? Go,
listen, you can't help that you got it like that. Okay.
You know, what am I supposed to do at that point? Go, oh yeah, I still have blood in my brain instead of the other appendage. Yes, I can think this through and say I need to leave. No, all my blood rushed out of my brain. It went down to the penile region, and that was kind of the end of that.
Yep.
Hello.
And anybody who does not understand, men only have enough blood to operate one. It's either they're operating the brain or they are operating the penis. That's all they have enough blood for.
It's not usually the brain.
No, it's not.
From experience, but that's just
That does explain why a guy will often get a really bad headache after a really good sex session, because
Right.
all that blood comes rushing back up to your head and then it's throbbing.
Right. But
Because
then that's
it was
also,
elsewhere for an extended period of time.
but let's face it, if you have a woman that is really into it, dehydration also becomes a factor too.
Yeah.
And then the woman will have already hydrated beforehand, and then she knows enough to get the water while she's doing her thing. Like she'll have a cup there with a straw.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep.
And keep on going and no big deal. Maybe spit a little on you. Like, here, I'll help cool you off. But then it's all said and done, and the man's like, I'm done. The woman's like, I'm going to go make brownies.
Listen,
How the
you know
fuck
you
do you
did
remember the
good if you're
recipe?
eating brownies afterward.
seriously. She brings you in like milk and brownies. Here you go.
You laid down some game if you're getting brownies.
Seriously.
A fact.
At that time, they were pot laced.
Oh, jeez.
Or if you wake up in the morning to waffles.
Oh God, no! I woke up with one, and this is one I was
Not
seeing in New Mexico.
Eggos.
This is one I was seeing in New Mexico, and oh my God! I mean, that night she tore it off. It was insane, just how into it she really got. Like, I don't know how the hell I walked. I don't know how the hell she walked, because I was having problems walking, and I know that there was, a little bit going on her, But the next morning, I woke up to one of my favorite breakfasts. Steak, 3 over easy eggs, hash browns with bell pepper and onion, and gravy and biscuits and sausage gravy and coffee. And I had this ginormous breakfast, and I'm like, what did I do to get this? And she goes,
You have to seriously consider serious relationship with that woman. Maybe.
oh,
marriage.
I did. And I tried to make it work with her too, but I was still in a lot of denial at that point about my PTSD. And she had a meth habit that was really hard to get past. And, that was kind of, honestly, I mean, if we would start talking again, I honestly think we'd still be great friends. And we did have this amazing sex life when we were together, but
Right.
and
Hey,
she
girl,
was
can I earn another breakfast.
she had this amazing, even with the meth habit, right? But she had this amazing heart of gold. But the thing with the meth is she's like, oh, I need to start doing it again. And I go, why? And she goes, my boobs are getting bigger. I said, I'm not complaining. Well, I'm going to need to buy more bras. How much money do you need?
A bra
100,
habit is a
200,
lot easier
400?
to
I mean, what do you
afford than-
need? I will take you to Victoria's Secret myself.
All I ask is that I have a test drive.
Just don't get back on the dope, because I like your boobs.
Yeah.
And I got to admit it, I got to give her a lot of credit, because when everything was said and done, she says, look, it's just better because as great as we are together, I would rather have the dope, and I don't want you getting drugged down because of that. And I mean, that was, she was admitting that, yeah, she'd really love to make it work, but her addiction was too much for her to overcome.
Yeah, at least
And
there
that
was
was,
some honesty there.
and that was why she was like, no, I'm not
In the
going to
spot.
drag you down with that.
Yeah.
So I give her all the credit in the world for that. And, if she ever listens to this show, I hope she hears it, and she hears me say, I absolutely love the fact that she was that honest with me, that
It takes
it
a
was
lot.
touching. Yeah, it was very touching, and I take it to heart, and I have just this very special place for her in my heart because of that. And it'll
Yeah.
never go away. Now, would I ever get back with her? Well, no. I mean, the same thing still applies. I don't want to see her go down the toilet. So the meth has got to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I mean, knowing how good we were together, oh my God. Oof. And then that breakfast was amazing. I will never take away from that breakfast because, oh God, wow.
Possibly the best breakfast you've ever
Yeah,
had.
it was one of the best breakfasts I ever had. Absolutely.
Core memory unlocked.
Right. It's like, oh, food. Now, here's where a woman knows that she did really well. Because while she's cooking breakfast, then the man is getting up and taking the sheets downstairs going, okay, I'm going to put this in the laundry now. So the kids don't land in it.
Ew.
Oh, come on. You've got young kids. You cannot tell me that they do not run in and jump in bed with mom and dad.
They do, but we're not doing the nasty, like, when they're gonna run, like, you know what I mean?
Well, no.
Well, no. If you're gonna do it, and it gets to that point, you better be on your laundry game overnight.
Right.
Or a swallow game.
Yeah.
Okay, swallow game works for him.
Yeah.
True.
That's good from him to you. But we're talking
Yeah.
about from you to him.
Who takes care of the gusher game?
Yeah.
That's the question.
Because honestly, I don't drink that.
So Irene's like, let's change the subject now.
Well, there's towels. Don't you have like the towels you lay down, like,
My towels are bat towels.
When it
And
goes down
my
like that, it's a laundry night.
And my children are old enough now
Yeah.
that they know if the coach is rocking, don't bother knocking.
Right. Mine are not quite that age. They're at that age where they're like,
What are you
let's
doing?
investigate. Let's play Blue's Clues to find out what mommy and daddy were doing in the washing room.
I'm sure you're thinking, why did you talk to mommy and daddy?
I got a clue. It's mommy's
Really?
bra.
Oh,
It's a clue.
God.
Why
Guys,
is this
it's
t-shirt
wet
so
mark on the
sticky?
sheet.
I think it's a clue. Let's put it in our handy dandy notebook.
Yeah, draw the bra in the handy dandy notebook. There's an idea.
We
Oh,
just
look,
figured
there's
out
mommy.
Blue's
There's mommy's panties.
Mommy, I think you're missing something.
Mommy, what's this plastic thingy? It's got milk in it.
It's mommy's lightsaber. Mommy's a Jedi. Yay!
Oh, God. And this is
Do or
why I
do
say
not.
we're going
There
now.
is no try.
You know what? I just watched. It's funny that you bring that line up.
Yeah.
Because today, all right, so I got news. Everybody knows that I was a big fan of that 70s show.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they started on Netflix the spinoff, and they did that 90s show,
Right.
which I really liked. And I don't
Right.
give a damn what anybody says. I really liked that 90s show.
Right.
I thought it was a different twist on a show that I dearly loved coming up.
Right.
And there was a lot of things that really threw it back to that 70s show when they did the show, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But they also had a lot of 90s stuff in it, like Blockbuster
Right.
Video.
Right.
And the preacher's in the adult section at Blockbuster Video. Oops.
All right.
And Kitty walks in and goes, we need to leave. We need to leave. We need to leave.
Why is he behind the curtains? I thought we were in the lab back there.
But I mean, there was so much in the show that was like a great throwback. They did an episode where they had like 5 minutes of 90210 throwback.
Oh, my Lando.
They did another episode where the gay kid in the show was a talk show host. Like Sally Jesse Raphael style.
Oh, my.
But one of the greatest moments in that show happened in the very first episode where Eric told his daughter that he was not going to let her stay the summer at his parents' place.
Right.
And she goes, well, I knew you were going to be this. I knew you were going to be like this. I'm not getting in that car tomorrow and you can't make me.
Mm-hmm.
And Eric, without missing a beat, turns around and goes, you're going to get in that car tomorrow or my foot is going to get in your ass. You have Kitty and Donna going, no. And then you hear from the kitchen table, I have never been prouder.
Oh, yeah. I think
And
I saw
it
that.
was red.
I watched like the first episode. I think I saw that
Oh,
one. Yeah.
It got so good all the way
Yeah.
through. You know, you did get Kelso and Jackie to show up. They were only in the one episode. They're not going to be coming back
Right.
for season 2. But they broke season 2 down into 2 parts, and it's part 2 and part 3. And they are both releasing this year.
Nice. Nice.
So I'm excited about it. And the first part is releasing in June after I get Riley back from Illinois.
Okay.
And he likes it too. So
Okay. So that's something y'all can do together.
yeah, absolutely. We both love it. And let me see if I can find the trailer here real quick.
Yeah.
I'll play it for you guys.
Okay.
Because the trailer, I laughed my ass off.
Yeah.
It was so funny because you actually got a Red Foreman moment.
Yeah.
Here we go. Okay.
Because he was at the table, right, with the wife or something, and they were sitting there like.
Oh, no,
I
trust.
can't remember, like.
All right, let me get it rewound here. And I am going to flip back over to StreamYard. And of course, I have to show you guys. So we got to share the screen. All right. So here you go, guys. This is the season 2 of that 90s show.
When is Leia getting here? And don't even think about it. I get first hug.
No, boyfriend gets first hug.
I said first hug, not first hump.
I want hugs and humps.
Oh, let's get real. Grandma gets first hug.
Oh.
First hug.
Please tell me
Hey, Foot, want to go on a little trip? Sure, Red. I just hope it's up someone's ass. Oh, it is.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Red Foreman was absolutely the best. And no, we all know Hyde's not going to be on the show, Corey. I mean, but that was I to finally hear a new foot and ass move from Red. It's like, wow, you're still innovating this. How many more ways can he come up with saying, I'm going to put my foot in your ass?
I don't know, but it'll be interesting to find out.
Yeah.
And I mean, hey, Foot, want to go on a trip? Sure do, Red, as long as it's up someone's ass. Oh, it is.
No worries. You don't have to worry about that.
So to catch you guys up, the guy that was in between Red and Bob,
right,
is Eric and Donna's daughter's boyfriend.
Right, yeah.
So you've got both grandpas on either side of this kid. And he's like, oh, and let's make it even worse. It's Kelso's son. When this kid is standing in the kitchen in the very first episode, oh, sir, yeah, my name is Jay. Jay what? Jay Kelso. No! 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 And then here comes Kelso. Burn! Oh, fuck. No, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Hyde is docking it in prison. Actually, I think Hyde is the doc. He's receiving.
Yeah. He may be the head of receiving.
Right. But no, I mean, I absolutely loved that 70s show. And of course, everybody saw Tommy Chong is back. Leo's even more high in this one than he was before.
Well, yeah, the weed's gotten stronger.
Standing there holding 2 bags of it for the kids.
Yeah. Let's go.
Hey, man, you ready to go ahead and try this?
Why not?
It's a new strain. They call it Maui Wowie.
Wow.
Look at this, man. It's a little Acapulco gold, man. I'd be cautious around that though, man. My dog ate that stash, so it's got a little dog shit in it.
Oh, is
Tom
that
has a really
a
good point. I think I saw Jay and Silent Bob, or at least the people who played.
Yeah, Tom's right. Jay and Silent Bob showed up.
Oh, nice.
Corey says someone's using Hyde as a fleshlight.
It's iconic 90s. The mall rats and the chasing Amy and
Well, I mean, think about it though. But that was like iconic 90s movies. Clerks, Mall Rats, Chasing Amy. I mean, anything that had Jay and Silent Bob, that was 90s iconic. Okay? Yeah. And that's the thing, is like I love seeing the 90s flashbacks all over the place on this show. I just wish they would do like a, well, you know, man, we're really close to that Springfield, Illinois, man, and do like a Ray Lytle's Morning Disaster flashback, you know? Let me introduce you to my short friend Jim, man. I gotta warn you though, man, he smokes more weed than I do, and I think he's a little more of a pervert, man.
A little.
In the background. Yeah, soup.
Yeah, I know. You'd have to find the perfect person to play Jim, and I don't know how you do that.
Super.
I don't know that. Yeah, because there's only one.
Yeah, Jim was just one of a kind. I don't know how you would do that. I mean, I could honestly, if I grew out the beard and everything, I think I could play Tommy Chong.
You do have the impersonation down pretty well.
Yeah, you know. But I mean, I remember the Lytle and Lamb show from 91 to 95. Every year we got Cheech and Chong Christmas.
Aww.
It was an amazing it was an amazing Christmas gift every year from Ray and the gang. But man, we've been at it for almost 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But we had a good show. I think we had a lot of fun today.
Yeah.
What do you think? Well, I think we did, man.
Super.
I think that was just the most amazing show, man.
Snap, crackle, pop.
But no, I'm excited for that 90s show coming up. Cobra Kai is getting ready to drop its new season. Yeah, another 2 hours, and you're right, Tom. I might need a doctor. But no, that 90s show coming up with its new drop. Of course, Cobra Kai's new season around the corner. We have there was another one I was really excited for that's getting ready to happen too, and I can't remember what it was now.
I would say if we last another 2 hours, Nurse Irene's going to have to lend a hand.
Yes.
At least.
Yes, you're probably right.
So what
we're going to say is, hey, too much of a good thing is not necessarily a good thing.
Yeah.
I want to know right now, you guys in the chat room, what do you think of the show? How are we doing? I want to know. That's the first thing.
Progress report.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Let's get a review.
Yep.
Let's be honest.
COD Warzone had a Cheech and Chong DLP, both the skins and the 3 gunshot J's. And when you killed someone, they turned into a giant joint. Tom says that the show is going well. That's great. I appreciate that, Tom.
Yay.
Of course, I mean, this iteration of Mayhem, I will say it again, we're in our infant stages, and I think we're finally getting up to toddler, and we're starting to walk, and I'm hoping within another couple of months we'll be up and running. And then I'm hoping in about another year from now, we'll be knocking ourselves out with our own boobs.
Yes.
That'd be phenomenal.
To the show, I'll have black eyes because my boobs are in the
Corey says it's okay. I'll take that as a vote of confidence.
Everyone's going to have black eyes from their boobs.
Irene said earlier that she is how many days sober? 119 or something?
I'll have to look on my little. I have like an app that says. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Let's get a sobriety report with Irene.
It's called Sober Sidekick. It's 105 days.
105 days.
3.5 months. Way to go, Irene.
So.
Now, I will tell you that because I love you and I think the world of you, I am trying to pick up the slack.
Thank you. I appreciate all those who can doing so because I'm not a quitter. But, for the kids.
Yeah, I mean, spitters are quitters, and you're not a spitter, so.
Yeah. So.
All right, we're all good there.
It's easier on Irene if TJ drinks more and gets those off the shelf.
Exactly.
Right.
So that's what I'm doing. I'm picking up the slack.
Saving me the temptation.
Exactly.
Right. Thank you. I appreciate
Corey
it.
says that you're looking great, and Tom says fantastic.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate all the support y'all have had.
Yeah, and I love having you on the show. You know, you did a lot to round this show out and get it going in the direction it's going in. I absolutely love having you here when we do. You know, we have a blast. We have a blast. And that's, I think it's been the thing I like about this show over the old one is we don't have to put up the act. We just have fun. And the old one I had to put on a face a lot of times, and I don't have to do it now.
Well, we don't want you to, TJ. We want you to have fun on this show too.
Yeah, and I'm having a ball just doing it. So I'm hoping, I guess my biggest hope with where we're at now with this show is that is translating over and the fans are getting it. And if we're doing all right, spread the word. Let everybody know we're here and let's start building it, because I really do want to expand the Mayhem network in the future. And, you know, obviously I'll still do this show all the time. I love doing this show now that we've got it right where we're doing well with it.
Yeah.
And I want to see it expand. I would love to see, you know, I'd love to see on this show, you know, Irene do a sex toy review and tell us which ones are good and which ones are not.
They're all good if you use them right.
And then, you know,
okay.
And then maybe while she's doing it, go, Adam, you should try this one.
Yeah. Try this one on Julie. She'll love it.
There you go.
There you
That's
go.
one I can go for.
As long as you're not, well, I mean, it depends on the review. If it's a butt plug review.
Well, I'm gonna say, Julie, this is how you insert it into his anus. When he's sleeping.
Right.
When I'm sleeping. The
I think we have takeoff.
Adam, if you hear a 2-stroke motor start in your bedroom, you better wake up and run.
Yeah.
You might be getting a little more than you bargained for.
Definitely.
And yes, they do make 2-cycle gas-powered sex toys. I have seen them. They exist. And they are pull start.
So,
Hilarious.
what is that you're bringing into a room? What's a symbiont?
Why does it have an engine? Oh, no, you don't. That scream couldn't have been at a better time. And on that note, Irene, what are your final thoughts tonight?
Always have fun on bachelor and bachelorette parties. Don't go to the skating rink. Don't take your sister to the. Take her to the strip club. Make her the strip club.
Even if you got to pee on the strip club.
Yeah.
You do what you
Pee
got.
on the strip club.
The 8-volt 712 stroke Detroit fire up. Oh, 8 valves 71.2 stroke.
Okay.
8 valve 71 2-stroke Detroit diesel fire up. If you do, watch out, Adam.
Thanks for the warning, Corey.
Right. Adam, your final thoughts tonight.
I think I'm gonna pick up the slack, Chris here. Support your local artists, musicians, all of them, because a lot of times they're doing what they love, and if we don't get out there and support them, then they have to give up on a dream, and they get to do what they're doing right now. So get out there, find a new artist or a new musician that you like. Never know, you may find a new band.
Yeah.
Like Prison City Brigade.
Right. Absolutely.
Buy their merch. Buy their merch.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Buy their merch. And of course, support those that are supporting the local music and the live music and the independents that are out there, like Asgard Radio.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, tonight, 7 p.m., Cooking the Pores. I mean, dysentery for the poor. I mean, Cooking for the Pores on Disaster Network. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., you have Wake and Bake.
That's all right.
Oh, it's a V8 Detroit 2-stroke. Was in everything, and now it's in sex toys. Oh, God.
Oh, Jesus. We're going to need to have Irene get a review for that.
No, I'm not going to make Irene try to demonstrate that on the show. No. That's wrong.
I don't know that we can actually do that. So you just
like I said, no, I don't think we can. We're not a subscriber show. Anyway, so tomorrow, Wake and Bake. Tuesday morning, return of the free shows for Morning Disaster. If you want quality entertainment through your week, you want to get up, you want to laugh, then tune in to Morning Disaster and then become a subscriber. I mean, you're looking at a minimum of $5 a month that gives you so much, and you can add to it.
You'll never be the same again.
Yeah, you will never be the same again. You never know what Steve is going to send your way that's going to disturb you for months. And it really is, Ray is my friend. He is my mentor. He's somebody I've looked up to for a lot of years, and he is just an amazing broadcaster.
Just so many hijinks over the years.
Yes, absolutely.
And they're going to keep doing it.
Yeah.
Ray shows no sign to stop them. So.
Absolutely. And tune into that. Check it out. See what's going on. Tuesday night, the concession stand with Tom and Ray. Wednesday night is one of my favorite nights. That is Stainless with Dan and Christina. Thursday night show is always a fun show. I just highly recommend that if you get the chance, tune in and see what might fit for you on that network. Of course, the other show that Adam does, usually tuning in on Sunday nights, Weird Frequencies, hosted by my very good friend, Hardcore Rob Hansen. He's got Bubba the Bigfoot bullshit artist. Bigfoot is bullshit. And then there's that other guy. But they do a fantastic job with what they do. If you're into ghosts, you're into aliens, you're into UFOs, you're into conspiracy theories of how you might get anally probed by Marjorie Taylor Greene or Nancy Pelosi. That is a show to tune into. And I highly recommend it. And I think you will enjoy it. It is definitely a different spin. And I don't set the prices, and I don't work with that network anymore except for just being a fan, Corey. So with that being said, Ray is going to do what Ray's got to do. And I will say that Ray is also a marketing genius when it comes to what he's doing. And I kind of like the Thursday night show not having as many people in the chat room. I really do. With that being said, even though I'm not a part of the network anymore, I would like to apologize to Irene for somebody being extremely rude and putting you on the block list on Morning Disaster. That was completely wrong, and they should receive an anal probe.
That's a douche nozzle move. That really is.
I don't think they did it on purpose, but I mean, I didn't even know I was on the block list. I just thought that my comments weren't showing up, or maybe I was being too vulgar,
on YouTube?
Well, sometimes sometimes they.
Irene, do you remember some of the comments I've made on various podcasts throughout the
Yes, but
you're
a juggernaut.
Yeah, see, okay. So, Corey says real quick, a lot of Bigfoot sighting. Real quick, Corey says a lot of Bigfoot sighting in Texas. Corey, I'm going to tell you from firsthand experience, there are a lot of people that don't know how to shave, and there's a lot of drunk people in Texas too. So most of those Bigfoot sightings could be at the state fair and be somebody's aunt. And with that being said, thank you for tuning into Mayhem's Amigos. We will see you next week. Thank you, everybody, for supporting us. Spread the word, and have a good night.
Good night, everybody.